Live weekly web chat here with everybody. There's actually nobody in here yet. But wait a minute, we are streaming live on the Facebook, and we are also streaming live on the YouTube. Got a lot of things to discuss this weekend, or this week, since last week. So we're going to bring them up. We'll wait a minute till somebody gets in here. Okay. Everybody, if you can, please share this in your corner, your right little corner over there. We can spread the word. Hello to everybody that's watching now. People are jumping in. I guess they saw that we came on. Hello, everybody. Hello, Team Carteret. Before I touch on anything real quick, I also, again, wanted to thank everybody that came out and voted on the primary day. And I also, last week, I forgot to thank all the people who came out to vote for us that actually walked away from the booths. There was a lot of Democrats that came out to vote for us on the primary, and they realized they couldn't vote for us because of the party. They walked away from the booth. So all those folks, I want to thank you as well, and to the people who actually wrote me in as a mayor for the Democrat side because they couldn't vote for us in the primaries. I appreciate you folks. I appreciate you all, and I hope you all come back out November 6th, and this time you can vote for us. You can vote for Team Carteret. So what do we want to get into here? Let's see. Last week, we had a pretty busy week this week. We want to touch over a few things. On Friday night, I was actually dropping off some new T-shirts. By the way, we got new T-shirts. Show you real quick. We got the Yankee colors. We got one that's the Mets, maroon one. We got a couple new different colors for people out there. If you still want shirts, reach out to me, message me, or contact me, 732-501-6782, and I'll let you know how to get those shirts. So as I was dropping off these shirts on Friday, I picked them up from Domestics Clothing and did an amazing job on these shirts. Thank you, Joe. And I was dropping a few shirts off down Chrome, and I noticed there was a little block party going on over there. I was on my way to a Buddy Nights event, but I saw this little event going on at Chrome Park, and it was actually a really beautiful time. They had some music playing, they had people rapping, grilling, having food, communicating, kids playing some basketball, having a good time. And so I stopped over, and not even the campaign, just to hang out, have a good time, and it was great. It was beautiful to see the community doing an event like that, having fun, and they did it by themselves. They didn't do it with the town and everything, and I would love to see more of that in the future and contribute to be a part of that in the future as well, because that was a beautiful thing. And it was a beautiful time with beautiful people, having a great event, all about peace and harmony and something to do on a Friday night. And I encourage that. That was actually great. Great thing to see, and great thing to be a part of and to witness as well. So I stayed over there for a little bit, met some people. And afterwards, we shot over to the Buddy Nights event at the Knights of Columbus. And I'd like to thank the Buddy Nights for having me out there. It was a great time for the birthday event. Had a good time, had some good food, some good music. We were up dancing, having a good time. And if you're not a part of Buddy Nights, please help out with that organization. They're great. They do a lot of great things for great people. And we're going to be working with them in the future more as well. So thank you again to the Buddy Nights for having us out. Chill Day, LJ, everybody. It was a great, great time. Meet some old faces, some new friends. It was good stuff. On Saturday morning, we went to campaign school, and that was interesting. It was something different. It was out there in Old Bridge, and they give you little points and tips and tricks and stuff to do for your campaign, things you may or may not have known. Learned a lot, met a lot of cool people, good communications. Good time there. Good time. Met a lot of people running for offices in different towns that knew some stuff about Carteret that it was nice to sit down and talk to them about and get some information. And we look forward to talking to them more in the future, which we will be. That night, we were going to go out to door knock on Saturday night. One thing we learned on the campaign school is don't go out door knocking by yourself because you never know what they could say. It's better to have somebody there with you. So things work in mysterious ways. I was sitting there, and I was a little bummed that I wasn't going to go door knocking because I couldn't find somebody to go with me. And then I jumped on Facebook for a second. I saw somebody go live, and it looked like they were at a church, and it looked like it was pretty fun. So I said, you know what? I said, that's the kind of church I like to go to. Next thing I know, I got invited to go, so I went out there to the First Baptist Church down in Chrome on Essex Street, and it was a great time. They were singing, they were dancing, they were having some fun, and I got up there, I was singing and dancing with them. We were having a great time. Afterwards, we stayed for some cake, stayed for some juice. It was a beautiful thing. They made a nice little speech about me, and I'd like to say thank you to the First Baptist Church for making me feel like I was family there. And I will definitely be back, and I'm going to bring Joan with me next time as well, because that was the most fun I've ever had in the church, hands down, ever. It was a great time. And I would say to everybody, please go out there as well and go to the First Baptist Church. It was great. It was absolutely great. It's about donations. If people want to donate to the fund, please contact me, Fred Gattuso for mayor, fredgattusoformayor.com. There's the GoFundMe, pal. We take cash, we take checks, anything under 300 we do not have to declare, so they'll never know who gave it to you. Yeah, that's the most I could say about that right now at the moment. Back to some things we touched on in earlier podcasts, or not podcasts, earlier web chats. We're going to cut $1 million budget on day one. That is a promise that we are given to the residents and given to the folks. On day one, we will cut $1 million from the budget. We've been going through this thing and looking at what we can cut with a knife, and $1 million budget, day one, cut. Second off, I will not take $1 from any corporation, any contractor or lawyer with any political affiliation. That we also promise and swear from day one on, from this moment on, from the beginning on, we never took one and we're not going to start taking one. That's a no. That's it. Something I wanted to touch on that doesn't have to do with our campaign, but has to do with our community. And I think when you help people and everything, you got to help at home first. You got to help your community. That's why we're running for office. And there's some good people in this town who have a son named Jay who's going through a condition with his heart, and he's down in Philadelphia right now fighting for his life. And we're praying for you. Team Carteret's praying for you. And his parents are residents of Carteret. He's a resident of Carteret. His grandparents are residents of Carteret. He's a well-known, well-loved people in Carteret. And right now they need some help because with his son being down there so long in the hospital since the end of May, one parent has to switch back and forth. So they're throwing an event to raise money to help with this. It's on. This has nothing to do with Team Carteret. We're helping them get the word out because we want to see help for these people, and we're going to be helping them as well. On September 8th, there's a bus trip from Atlantic City for Jay. It's a $35 voucher. You get back $20 for the Tropicana. And if anyone wants to donate any money or anything, you can go to 124 Lincoln Ave. These are great people, a great part of our community. And Jay, the entire Team Carteret, is supporting you and praying for you. And we are here for you and your family no matter what we can do. And that has nothing to do with votes. That's from the heart. So whatever we can do to help these folks, we want to do. Please, Team Carteret, consider these tickets. Help out with them if you can. They're good people. You can contact me if you need to get a message to them or whatnot. I can give you their information and contact them. But you can go to 124 Lincoln Ave, or there's going to be. I'm going to share the event when they make the page for it when I finally get it. Speaking of events, we also have for the Republican Party a pancake event on August 11th that we're selling tickets for $15 a piece. If you'd like to come out, support the party, and in this election, and have some pancakes, have a good time, see myself, see Tony, see Regina, see everybody from the party. So if you'd like any more information on that, we'll be sharing that link shortly, and you can contact me, contact Tony, and we have tickets for you. Okay, let's see what else we got to say here. Sam. Okay. Now, this is a really serious situation here. A few weeks back, I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, we shared a message of a video that a veteran in this town made asking for help to get his lease back and stuff that was having problems over at the veterans home over there. And they sent him an email to come get his lease. Even besides that, he was having a problem, I guess, with his neighbor. And he went to the police for help because of this problem. And he was wrongfully tricked and sent to a Perth Amboy Hospital for a mental evaluation, which he was cleared after 4 hours and let go because he was deemed not mental. But what was done to this man was wrong. They lied to him. They told him they were sending him there for a physical evaluation for his health, not for his mental health. Like I said, there was nothing. I know this guy. There's nothing mentally wrong with him. He's a veteran. He's a good guy. And they even cleared him not mentally unfit because they sent him home after 4 hours. And Sam, I'm sorry that happened to you, and it's a shame. And you do what you got to do, brother. Team Carteret is behind you. What was done to that man was wrong. Because he spoke up about the lease, he got arrested and sent for a mental evaluation. That was wrong. I'm going to say that. And Sam, I hope you're watching. That was wrong. I got a call, he was there. I went to go see the man myself. Because he's a good guy. And that was absolutely wrong. There'll be more to come on this. There'll be more to come on this. That's all I can actually talk about right now, but Sam, Team Carteret is behind you. That was wrong. And let me continue more on this list here. Door knocking. We're going to continue the door knocking this week. We're going to get back to it hopefully tomorrow night. If anybody out there would like to volunteer their time and come with me door knocking, be my liaison while Joan is not around, or if Tony or Regina can't come out with me. If anybody would like to come door knocking with me, because I'm not supposed to go out by myself. You never know in this day and age. So if somebody would like to come door knock with me, please let me know. Any volunteers, message me, contact me, and please come walk with me. That would be fun. That's how you can volunteer. Just be my assistant for an hour or two at night, holding a flyer for me while we walk knocking doors. Okay, we got our volunteers. Lawn signs and billboards. Lawn signs and billboards. While I was at campaign school this week, I got a message on Saturday, which was the 11th day after the signs were supposed to be down. The signs were supposed to be down 10 days after the primary, the lawn signs, and so Saturday would have been the 11th day, which it was. So after that, you're supposed to get fined $250 per sign if they're still up. And I got a message that there was one, and I got photo evidence of it and proof and video, and the police were messaged. They went, I guess the sign is down, but there's still billboards up. There's one by Krauser's, there's still one up by the hill, so some people follow the rules and some people don't follow the rules. What more can we say about that? If the rules abide to one person, they should abide to all parties and everybody. But I guess who's going to find themselves, all right? All right, but that, if it was us, we would have been fined, absolutely. So it should be $250 per day. So if Saturday should have been $750, yesterday it should have been $500, today it should be $500 as well. There should be a $1,700 citation for that. I'm sure they didn't find themselves one bit. What else we got here? The Mayor's Ball. They spent millions on fire. They spent a lot of money on the fireworks. All that money could have went for the kids. Yet it all says it's for the kids. Somebody sent me that point. That's a very good point. Somebody also sent me this week a message saying, bring back arts and crafts for the little ones, a kickball league for the older kids, classes for teens on life skills, parenting, cooking, sewing, shop classes. Yes, we discussed that many times. We want to bring life skills back to the high school, to the town, to the kids. And you vote for us, we're going to do our best to get them all back. I understand. I think a few of them are coming back. They never should have been taken away, but we're going to fight to get them all back here. We all need to fight together, folks. Team Carteret. The only way we're going to do this is everybody together as a community, as one. No matter what your side is, no matter what your political beliefs are, no matter what your parties are, has nothing to do with that. This is about everybody together. You cut me, you cut you, we all bleed the same. This is about the same blood coming together and taking back our town, our community. And that's the God's honest truth. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, Tea Party, I don't care what you are. It's time to get up and take your town back. And November 6th, we do that as one, as Team Carteret. We do that together, folks. Let me see, did I miss anything on my list here before I go to any questions? Oh, I went to a Board of Ed meeting. That's right. On Tuesday last week, I went to a Board of Ed meeting. I got asked by a few different parents to attend the Board of Education meeting that was at the Carteret Middle School in the library. Excuse me one second. My throat was getting a little dry. So I went over there to go hear the views of the parents and concerns, and also concerns and views of the students as well. And it was very educational, very informative. It was funny, a lot of the things that I heard from both sides, the parents and the students, were a lot of things that we were touching on these videos since April 9th. So that was good to hear that, wow, this is pretty much what we've been saying all along. The overcrowdedness, a lot of things, students aren't happy with the dress code, which, me personally, I'm not for a dress code. I think that's wrong, especially in your teenage years. You're supposed to be learning yourself, finding yourself. What are you putting people in dress codes for? But it was a very good, informative meeting. Biggest concern was overcrowding in more schools. And that's completely what we've been saying from day one. And if you haven't listened to any of these yet or watched any of these, you can go back and watch them. And also, I've been working the past 2 weeks on turning these into podcasts. And we're going to have them available on the iTunes store and available on the Android store. And you can download them and listen to them in your car and your cell phones going to work on your computers, on whatever, on television. So very soon, within the next week, we should have it all completely done. Because it takes like 3 hours each one, but we're gonna have them all done. We got like 3 more left to do, and pretty soon we're gonna have our own podcast, and that'll also be coming as well as the app that we're working on as well for Gattuso for mayor for Team Carteret. Gattuso for mayor, Merritt and Gallo for council, Team Carteret, 2008 team. Make it happen, folks. All right, so I guess we touched on everything else here. Oh, yes, the grant for No Street. We kept seeing a lot of posts and stuff about the grant for No Street. And today I saw a post for No Street on one of the Carteret pages. And it was an article from My Central Jersey. And when you click on it and you read it, it says they're giving $2.5 million grant. But then when you read actually the second paragraph, it says the 2.4 million, whatever the number was, grant, or loan, not loan. It says loan was given to by blah, blah, blah. So which one is it? Is it a grant or a loan? Because it says grant in the title, but then when you actually read the article, it says loan. So how could a loan be the grant? Is it the loan or is it the grant? Which, like I said, we said last week and touched on, a lot of folks don't realize a lot of these grants are actually part loans that we have to pay back with an interest rate. So we're actually paying more than what they lent us. So it says grant in the article, and I'm not making stuff up. You can go back and please read this. Who will pay it back? Who will pay it back? Who's going to pay it back? The residents are going to pay it back. Me, you, everybody. Our taxes are going to pay that back. So it's not really a grant. It's a loan, exactly how it's stated. Otherwise, it would say grant. It was a loan. So people need to pay attention and read these things. When I caught that, I said, wait a minute. And then I messaged somebody about it, and they said the same thing. They said, wow, yeah, it says loan in the second paragraph, not grant. I said, That's what happens a lot. That's what we were touching on last week. A lot of these grants that they keep saying that they're getting for $6 million here, for $2 million here, for $3 million here, they're actually loans that we have to pay back. And this time it says it clear as day in the second paragraph of the article that came out today from centraljersey.com about the No Street project. Read it for yourselves. Okay? Hey, everybody. Okay, so with that, I think did we touch on everything so far? 20 minutes in? It was a hot one today, folks. It was very hot. In this kind of heat, it was a hot, sticky one today. In this kind of heat, please look out for your elderly, for the little kids, for people with health conditions, for your pets. Don't leave them out there in the heat or in the car. I just wanted to put that out there because today was a hot one. I almost passed out from the damn heat. It was so hot. But be careful out there in this heat. With that, I think I touched on everything on my list. Okay, so let's go back and see any questions, concerns, anything from the residents here. People are watching. I understand it's Monday and it's the summertime now. Our numbers are going to probably drop because people are out doing things. They got lives. They don't want to see my face every week. They want to go out, barbecue, whatever. So you can always watch the replays. Please share it with all your friends and your family. Okay, there's a lot of people watching. Rich says eyes. Time to get some Republican senators to support you. Yeah, that'd be very nice, Bob. That'd be very nice. Took a photo with a senator this Saturday. We took a photo with him a few different times. But we met Anna Little this week. I like to say that. Anna Little was really cool. I was happy to meet her. I actually heard her speak years ago at the Veterans Home. And she was very cool. I was happy to meet her. A bunch of people are watching. Tony says, yeah, baby. Melanie says, hey, Fred, keep up the great work. Thank you, Mel. I love how the perfect public service announcements. Thank you there, Mr. Gallo. Is this because he spoke up on the lease? Yes, T, I believe that is absolutely retaliation for that. Jackie, high five. Susan, thumbs up. Andrew Jones says, yes, please. Anyone different volunteer each day in a month or two and not would be appreciated. Yes, Joan, thank you. We couldn't stress that enough. And that's true. So if anybody out there wants to go door knocking with me, please let me know. Message me, call me, because I was advised in campaign school not to go out by myself. So we don't want to do that, because it is true that anything, they can make up anything they want. They could say I did anything and have me arrested. With somebody there at me, I have a witness, I have proof. Unless I live stream while I'm door knocking. Let me see here. So please, if anyone's interested in helping me while Joan's not here, message me. Who will pay it back? Who will pay it back? The residents will always pay it back. Oreo says eyes. Jackie, everyone. Hello, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Love the new colors of the shirts. Team Carteret is looking sharp. Thank you, Or. You mean this shirt here? Look at that. It's like Yankees. Team Carteret for mayor. That's right. And we got the Mets blue, too. And I think there's one or two of the maroons as well, but they're limited edition. So Please message us. We'll get them there pretty soon. They should be announcing the Ethnic Day Music Act. You're right, Bob. You're right. Maybe this year they'll take my advice and not book a big $100,000 act and actually do something with that money for the kids. Well, yes, we're gonna touch on that right next. So let me see here. Watching. Hey Debbie, hey, how you doing? How are you and LJ? Because Sharon says when I was in school, parks, recreations had teen in the parks this summer doing arts and crafts, little kids and summer jobs, a few days a week. We would love to do something like that here, Sharon, and we believe we should have something like that here. And we're going to do our best to bring it back. Like we said before, we want arts and crafts and stuff like that for the little kids, a soccer ball league a kickball league for the little older kids, and the teens have life skill courses. We believe everywhere should have that. Absolutely. We should always keep our teens and young teens and kids active and busy and doing something and progressing and pushing themselves and challenging themselves. And that's why we're going to fight a lot for our kids. We're going to fight for the new schools. We're going to fight to end the overcrowdedness of schools, which has been a big, big problem for far too long. And like I said, was literally the biggest concern that I heard at the Board of Education meeting was the overcrowding. How kids are having panic attacks and anxiety attacks inside these classes because it's so overcrowded. They're not getting the attention that they need from the teacher or the teacher's aide. It's not fair to the teachers or to the kids. And the whole spectrum of it, it's not fair to anyone because everybody's overcrowded. Everybody's overworked and stressed. And maybe that's the reason our school district is in such a bad shape. And if you don't believe me, check up on that as well. Bad shape, folks. I love the cost of the summer sports program he has. The low-income families can't afford. Oh, yeah, the new one with the basketball and the baseball and the soccer and stuff, an only family one there, $700 or something it is. Yeah, that's cheaper than the one at the Rubberwood Johnson, but still, it's a little crazy. What do I know? And they charge you $20 if you're a minute late. I saw that in there too. $20, 1 minute late. Oprah request. I wanted to go over a few things about Oprah request this week. One, I've done a lot of Oprah requests, by the way, and I'm still waiting on 2 back that I was supposed to get on Friday that I haven't got back yet, and those are for all deals and agreements between Carteret Business Partnership and the Borough Hall, and the other one is for all lawsuits against the borough from 2002 to present, which they've taken a couple extensions out already on them. I'm supposed to get them on Friday, but they didn't get them on Friday. I messaged, I called, nothing. Today I went down there, they said the person handling it wasn't there, so hopefully tomorrow I will have them, but I wanted to bring and show you a few of these here. What's this here? The ones who his name is attached to? What do you mean? I'm confused on that. The ones his name is attached to. Sport. Oh, yeah, the sport. Yeah, his name's on every single thing. And no matter what it is, his name's on it. It's ridiculous. He put his name on the moon if he could. What's the response of the school board about the overcrowding and other concerns and parents and students? Well, pretty much was, well, their hands are tied. There's nothing they can do about it. They'll look into it. What are you going to look into? Making a new school? Because that's what we need. That's what the school system desperately needs here, is a new school for these kids. That middle school is a nightmare. Even you have to have one-way lanes and everything for the kids to walk. It's I heard some good things from the kids there, and the kids that were there that I heard, I got to say this, they were very smart, bright kids, and very well aware and informed of what the hell is going on. And overcrowding is the biggest issue. That's what we heard from everybody. A little bit of bullying, but also, most importantly, the overcrowdedness. So on Oprah request, I wanted to show you a few Oprah requests that we got back in the past week. This one is requesting the position, salary, and stipends of Dan Ryman from 2002 to 2017. Okay, so you see that's what it is. All right. So let's show you his salaries and how much they went up. You see there? Let me read it for you there. From 2003 to 2017. Let's go here. 2003, he started at $10,500. 2017, he's making $105,692. And this is what he made last year, and $8,750 in stipends for the weddings. That's a pretty big jump, wouldn't you say? From $10,500 to over $116,000, I believe that is. 17,000. That's a pretty big jump there. So we wanted to show you that Oprah request. That's why we call him the $1 Million Mayor, folks, in case you don't know. Then we had another one here. We requested all the names, salaries, and stipends of council members from 2002 to 2017. We were just interested in how much everybody made, so we did that. In 2002, the average salary they were making was like $5,500. There was one making $6,100, but now they're making 2017. Well, this is these other pages here. Let me show you this. This is 2002 to 2010. And you can see what everybody was making. Okay, they're making about $5,000–6,000. Okay. Now they're making about 9,200. See that? Everybody can see that clear? We'll put those all out, don't worry. So that was a pretty big pay raise as well. Must be nice when you say yes to every single thing put forth to you on the council. Like we showed you in the resolutions last week from 2017 and 2016. Not once did the council ever vote no. So we also did one for all contracts, agreements for the Carteret Port Authority from 2006 to 2000 present. Here we go. See that? Okay. And in this one, to give you a quick overall, every single time, just like the council, when they voted on something, they voted yes. Every time. No matter what page. It's all yes. Only time they didn't vote no was when they were absent. Exactly like the council. Everything in this town, folks, is one-sided. There is no balance. There is no balance. All we're asking for is balance. Everything is one-sided. Please remember that when it's time to vote November 6th, 2018. Team Carteret, it's time to take our town back. Ladies, payroll. Oh, the payroll, yes. We also did an open request. I didn't print it out yet, but I have one of all the positions, all the salaries for borough employees in the borough. And we noticed when we got those pages back, there was a few names that weren't on those pages. And I questioned why they weren't on those pages. People that we know work for the borough, some in different departments, in the hall, in the fire department, different things. And we were very curious on why certain people's names were excluded from this list that we open requested. So I questioned if some information is missing from one open request, how much information from all these other open requests that we got are missing as well. Can we say every single one is completely accurate when we can prove that ones that we got are wrong? I think we need a new updated list because there was names on that list of people who started last month, in April. So we would like a new list because there's some names omitted from that list and we'd like to know why. What else here? What else did I talk about here? Let me see here, folks. I would like to say that there are many other areas being investigated, and hopefully when more information is revealed, we will be bringing it to you very soon and very forward. Just give them something. Okay. So when we get that information, folks, we're going to give it to you. But there was another little crazy, there was a lot of crazy things actually. There was a lot of things that stick out in my head sitting this past week doing homework and stuff and being with the family, sitting at the beach reflecting. There were some crazy things that happened on primary day with residents coming telling us things. And sir, there was, if you're watching by any chance, the one who told us the very out there thing, and I talked to, we're going to help you and your family. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I can say right now. Let me see here. We got school parks. Jackie, I love the cost. We got that one. The one his name's attached to, we got that. What was his response to the school board about the overcrowding? They said nothing. They said, we'll look into it. That's what they said, Debbie. If Mayor could put his name on a toilet, he would and tax you for using it. That's a good one. That's a good one, Rob. He would. If he would put his name on water, he would do it. Say this H2O is dedicated by Daniel J. Ryman and Carteret. It's always, his name's got to be bigger than everything. I don't get that. Does anyone else ever notice that? Okay, he already does it. It's called sewer tax. Ooh, that's a good one, Joe. That's a good one. I like that. Let me see here. Hello, everybody that's watching. Is it true the church by Krausers is getting knocked down to build another pizzeria, and there's going to be a steakhouse in the log cabin across from the high school? Oh, really? That's the first I've actually heard about that. They're going to knock down the church and put up a pizzeria? I hope that's not true. I'm not for that at all. I'm actually for more churches, more synagogues, more mosques. Like I said, when we went to the church, to the First Baptist Church this weekend on Saturday. It was such a beautiful time. It was really fun. It was really great, and I'd like to get out and meet even more people out there in different churches and different communities. Like I said, I am a Buddhist, but I respect and appreciate and study all religions, and that's what I can say. I heard it was sold, Debbie. Oh, so T says it was sold. The church? Wow. I don't like that. A pizza on your corner. Are you kidding me? That's horrible. Any news about CWV? I haven't actually heard any news about the CWV since we put it out there. If there is anybody out there that has an update with that, please let us know. Did they sell it to the town? We hope not. We pray not that they didn't. Well, we'll see what happens. We don't have enough pizza places. No, we don't, Joe. We only got, how many do we actually have in this town? We got Riuniti, we got Lucia's, we got Margaritas, we got the one up Washington. We got 3. I guess you can't count Center Bar because that's part of Redden. Pizza on every corner. We don't have enough pizza places. Data Universe also gives his salary info for public office employees. Oh, really? What's Data Universe? Is that a website? I heard it was sold. Not sure how accurate or not. Carmen's. How can we forget about Carmen's? Carmen's is good. I still miss Da Vinci's, to be honest with you. All right. Well, it's only 7:30. Any more questions, concerns, anything? Anybody wants to talk about, bring up? Nope. It's a quiet Monday night. I think the heat kicked everyone in the neck today. I'll tell you what, it knocked me the hell out. And Buster out there said, oh my Lord, this is not good. Yes, just Google Data Universe. Okay, thank you, Deneen. I'm going to check that out. Thank you very much. Home News Tribune has that Data Universe. Okay, all right. Thank you there, Rob. We appreciate that. Thank you, you and Deneen. Wow, maybe we're going to cut it early because there's nobody talking or saying anything. I like to say this. I went boogie boarding this weekend with my nephew. Actually, I was about to say Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. I know it was yesterday, but Happy Father's Day to everybody out there, all the fathers, all the baby daddies, all the single moms who are mom and dad. Happy Father's Day to everybody. But yesterday we went to the beach, and my nephew wanted me to boogie board with him. And it was the first time I went boogie boarding in 25 years. And now I remember why I didn't. But it was good times. Good times. Wanted to put that out there. Anything, oh, my button just fell down. What the hell? I'll leave that off. Maybe we're going to do this one early. Anybody got any questions, concerns, anything? I could just ramble if you like. Or we could end it early. Okay. I touched everything on my list. November 8th. Where will you be door knocking? I would like to get to the west side, to West Carteret, and start door knocking first, since we haven't got over there and door knocked yet. So that's where I would like to hit first, to be honest with you. You check out that butcher job on the corner of Emerson and Carteret Ave. Yes, I did. That is absolutely a butcher job. That is ridiculous. And I see what you guys were talking about last week when we did the live chat. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. The only way I could possibly put it. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt and going to drown with that corner. That's ridiculous. The skaters might love it. Wax that thing up and go nuts with it, but that thing is a nightmare. I don't see that being a good idea. We have a stop sign, but stop line behind the wheelchair walk and stop sign in front of the corner. We have a stop sign, but stop the line behind the wheelchair walk and stop sign in front of the corner. Really? Where's that at, Joe? Can't end early. Got to keep that lawyer working. I like that, Jackie. Yes, he'd be a little upset too. That's a good one. That is a good one. Emily says, hey, Emily, St. Anne and Charles Street. Oh, okay. All right, wow. Speaking about the lawn signs, I drove around myself personally Thursday night after Joe went home, and we searched everywhere to make sure those line signs, ours were down. And there is not one more Team Carteret sign out there. We either have them all or people kept them for their windows, which thank you very much to everyone that did that and everyone that put them out on the lawns. And we'll put them out again 60 days before the elections. We weren't trying to cry about their signs are still up. We're just saying, if this is a rule, this is a law, why are you breaking the rule? Why are you breaking the own rules that you set? You can't even follow your own rules. What other rules are you going to break or not follow? That's what we were trying to make with that point. Mine is in my window. Thank you there, Jill. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Team Carteret. Hopefully soon in the future we get Gallo and Merritt to come back on here with us. We were supposed to have a Republican meeting this week on Thursday, but we wound up canceling it because a lot of the people can't be there. So I wanted to put that out there as well. What happens with the billboard by Krausers? Is that illegal? Yes, Jackie. It says it clearly in the code. I put it up yesterday about what you can and cannot do. And any public outside one has to be down. And that would be considered publicly and outside. It's up on a billboard. So the one up there and up the hill, they should be fined $250 per day. Like I said, if it was a Team Carteret banner up there, you can bet your bottom dollar we'd be sued. We're not sued or fined. So I think what's good for the goose should be good for the fan. Good for them. But of course, they're not going to give themselves a ticket. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. I still got to pick up my shirt. Yes, you do, Emily. We have new colors now, so we can give you a blue or a Met blue. They're limited edition. We're gonna have a bunch of different regular colors, but we're gonna go have the reds again as well. Let's see. What can you do about people burning wood or word? Burning wood, the smell chokes us. Burning wood. What can we do about burning wood? Well, I believe, as somebody who has a fire, I guess you're saying in the fire pits in the backyard. I love fire pits personally. I think they're great. I have a good time with them. You're supposed to go get a permit for $50 to have a fire pit, from what I understand, in town. I don't know what to do, but what could we do about them? You could ask them to please not burn them, or not give them the permit to burn them, or call the police and say, it's bothering you. Maybe they can move it. I don't know how we could physically stop them from doing that. That would be the only way I guess we could. If they have the right to do it. You can ask them, please don't burn the wood, or burn it in a different side of the yard or something, Hopefully they'll cooperate with you and everything will be cool. Jill, sure, he is a goose. Yes, he is a goose. I like the one you have on. Oh, you like this one? Thank you. That's the Yankee colors. Let's go Yanks. I was watching the Old Timers game, the replay from yesterday today. I like the one you have on. Citizens Complaint. Citizens Complaint. There you go, Jackie. That's what I was talking about. Would I be able to get a shirt? Yes, Julie, we can get you a shirt. Please message me. We'll be able to have for our fires. I think people, that's what I'm saying. I like the fire pits. If a neighbor has a problem with it, I guess try to work it with the neighbor, because, I do like fire pits. I'm not going to lie. I actually started a page one time called Fire Pitters. We used to have fun doing that. You still do once in a while. It's nice to sit around the fire at night, relax. On the lighter side, it's so hot out there, I think I saw the devil himself walk by. Nice, Rich. I think I did as well. Today was a scorcher. I think 95 I saw it hit, and that was a hot one. Holy mackerel. The AC was definitely going on today. When I went outside, it was even hard to breathe. It was like, wow, this is bad. Buster looked at me and said, what are you doing to me? This is torture. Saying hello from upstate New York. Hello, Apps. How you doing there, Kelly? You need a permit for a fire pit? Yes, Patricia. That's what I was told. One time a few years back, we were having a bunch of people in my backyard, and we had a fire pit going on, and they came and asked me if I had a fire permit. I said no. They said, okay, well, you have to get one, because otherwise they could have ticketed me. That's what I was told. Like I said, better to be safe and sorry than get a $200 fine for having something they sell in the damn store you can buy legally. You know what I mean? Saying hello from upstate New York. You're powered for fire. I have a fire pit. Never once had a complaint. It's contained. We don't burn anything but wood. Yes, I agree. Like I said, I love fire pits. I actually enjoy it. That would actually probably be a cool event to have, like a fire pit party. You know what I mean? Have a little fire pit and have people come over and talk politics and stuff and what we want to see done for the town. Who, Ryman? He walked by. What? I'm confused. Oh, okay. She said she saw the devil. Okay, now I understand. Rich said he saw the devil walk by. That is a good one. That is a good one. Devil may be a little too harsh. I don't like him, but devil may be a little too harsh. We don't want to offend any devils either. It's 7:40, folks. Okay, anybody got any more questions, concerns, views, anything? Like I said, maybe we'll wrap this up before 8 o'clock tonight. Next week, I hope to reveal my vision for the town. I've been working on that, of things I'd like to see. Um, terms what we'd like to see for the town going forward. And if anybody has any ideas, questions or concerns, please message me. Get it out there, 732-501-6782. So you can also, the people can have an input on what you want to see done for your town. Because this is our town, and we should work together for what is best for this town. Pansy, call me a pansy. Uh-oh. I'm okay. On another note, Walmart sells fireworks, and they're pretty cool. Not real fireworks, but more sparklers. Yes, I saw videos of some people having fun with fireworks this weekend. Have fun with them, folks, but please be safe. I saw somebody one time get fingers blown off, and actually their face got blasted by a firework. It was crazy. So have your fun with the fireworks, but be safe. They can be cool. Another note, Walmart, so we got that. Could be possible they're burning something other than wood. That's why the smell could be so bad. That is true. There could be something also on the wood as well. As somebody who used to work demolition, we knocked down a building one time in Hoboken, and now it's a big shop, right? I believe it was 19th Street. We worked out in Hoboken, and we worked there for a while. And it was an old bottle factory, and we were knocking it down. When we got to the basement, when it rained, our feet would get into the water and stuff, and we had creosote poison. It was the creosote, the old black tar they used to put on the beams to preserve them and to keep bugs and stuff away from them. And when that stuff met water and your feet got in it, man, it was your feet were on fire. You were walking like the devil. It was bad. So it could be some kind of chemical additive that was on the wood as well. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not creosote, because that stuff was nasty. I burn all my glossy fires in the fire pit. Very nice, very nice. It's a form of recycling. I would love to see Carteret Pond be less bug infested and disgusting. I haven't been to Carteret Pond. Actually, I was there last month. But I don't fish. I'm allergic to fish, so it kind of defeats the purpose for me to fish. But so the Carteret Pond is disgusting. It always looks nice when I go by it. I'll tell you one thing I do like is around the Christmas time when they put the lights around the pond and they have the numbers like it's 1 through 12. That I do like. I'll say that about the pond. We could work on the pond. I think it's every 7 years they drain that pond. I say November 6, 2018, we drain the pond. That's what I say. The pond and the Arthur Kill. Both are pretty nasty and infested. And it's time for them both to be cleaned out. Drain that pond. It would be nice if the Boys and Girls Club came back for the kids. Yeah, so speaking of that, the Boy Scouts, the head of the Boy Scouts asked me a couple weeks ago to bring it up, and I'll bring it up again. If anybody out there has kids that would like to join the Boy Scouts, please contact them in Carteret. They're looking for new members. You can contact me, and I'll give you their information to get in touch with them. So please get out there, become new members. If you have sons, if you have kids, to get out there and become Boy Scouts in Carteret. You don't want to see that program end. It's something great for the kids. It's something positive for them to do, and we want to encourage that and see more. And they need our help to get new recruits. So please, out there, help these folks. My friends and I put on hey, Kathy. No, not you. Okay, Jill said not me. That's good. My friends and I put on a hell of a fireworks show, better than the towns. Really, Bob? You better invite me then this year, because I'd like to see that. Maybe we do a live one there, a live webcast. Emily, try fishing there and can't even enjoy it. And the rats. Oh my God, they got rats? There's rats at Carteret Pond? Wow. I don't ever remember seeing a rat in Carteret Pond. I remember seeing a rat in Cosmo's Pizza way back in the day when I was in high school. We went there for lunch. I saw that. Okay, what time are we at? 7:44. Anybody got any more questions, concerns, views, anything? If not, we're going to end this short. Anybody? It's a hot day today, folks. It knocked me out. Under the fishing dock. There's rats? Really? My goodness. That's not good. I'm going to have to go check that out. Maybe tomorrow I'll go check that out before class and take a walk down there and see what's going on with that. Actually, there's a few places I got to drive around tonight and check out. That a few things that people told me that we can't really talk about yet, but a few addresses and stuff that some funny things are going on there. Not funny things, but funny business. So I'm going to check them out actually after this. Under the fishing dock. All right, folks. Well, I guess that is it. I mean, what else can we talk about here tonight, folks? Like I said, next week we're going to touch on everything about, go over our platform, our vision of what I want to see done for this town as mayor. where I want to see our town move forward in the next 4 years. I think next week will probably be the best one that we ever do. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to say it on record now. Stop by. I'll shoot Walmart fireworks off for you. Thank you there, Emily. I'm going to go on record and say that now. Next week is going to be the best one because it's going to be very informative. Somebody asked me last week, I believe it was Robert, somebody asked me when am I going to put out my vision for the town. And we're going to be putting that out next week. I've been working hard on it. I didn't want to just say here it is. I've been working on it for a while, to be honest with you, of what I'd like to see done in this town for 4 years. Because, no, our campaign isn't just bash Ryman. My campaign is going to be, what we want to see changed in this town. That's why we say it's time for a change. Team Carteret, and we believe that we could be the change that this town needs. Because we need to get it back on track being about the residents. Because it hasn't been that for far too long. So when are we walking around? Joe French, I want to walk around tomorrow night. I want to go out to West Carteret. If anybody out there would like to walk with me, because I can't walk alone, and Tony and Regina aren't always around to walk. So if anyone out there would like to walk with me and go door knocking, please let me know, message me, because I need somebody out there with me. At campaign school, they said don't ever, ever walk alone because the opposition could make up lies and crap about you, and we don't want that. So anybody like to be my walking partner, we'll get some exercise. I'll buy you a coffee. Everyone have a good evening and the rest of the week. See you all next week. See you all next week, Julie. All right, everybody. Robert Anderson, Jennifer. Hello, cuz. All right. So please share this with your friends if you want, folks. You can always go back and watch the replays. Since I've been doing the podcast, we're working on it for the past week or so. Like I said, the podcast is essentially just taking the audio from these videos and adding a little music behind them at some points, the intro and outro. And this way, the people who haven't seen these videos yet or don't have Facebook, they can listen to them in their cars, on their phones to work. They can also hear the message. And like I said, please, if you're, please think or consider about helping out little Jay out in the hospital there, fighting for his life with his heart. And they have the bus trip going on September 8th, $35 voucher, get you $20 back. So you're really paying $15. Or if anyone wants to donate, you can drop off money at 124 Lincoln Ave or message me and I'll give you the contact to get in touch with them. Please, they're residents of this town. They're good people. Their families are veterans. And this little boy's fighting for his life. We have an uphill battle fighting with this campaign. And this little boy has a fight that's, we're nothing. We're minuscule compared to what is going on with his fight and what his family is fighting for. So please, folks, if you can, help them. Please. We also have our fundraiser, like I said, the 11th of August at Applebee's. If anyone's interested, $15 a ticket for the pancakes. We're going to call it a wrap, folks. That's it. Have a good night. We will see you all next week unless we do a special one of this. Like I said, in this heat, please be safe. Look after your seniors, your kids, your pets. Make sure everybody's hydrated and air conditioned. Get the hell out of that heat. Stay safe. And we will talk to you all next week. Team Carteret. Could do so from there.